Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. You guys miss me? So today I am going to be showing you guys how I created this look right here. It's not really too much going on. It's normally something I normally do on my channel, a couple different steps, techniques, and different products for sure in this video. The products in this video are going to be high-end. I think I maybe used like one drugstore product, but other than that, all of the products are high-end, more on the pricey side, but this is for the people who want to branch out and maybe spend that money or are able to afford high-end products. I just honestly feel like sometimes it is good to branch out and get some high-end products, because sometimes drugstore products may just not do the justice, and high-end products really can be worth the money. Now I will say there are some high-end products out there that definitely aren't worth the money, and that's why I always keep my receipt. But sometimes high-end products can just make you feel like they just give you this boost of confidence, because it's like, okay, I can afford this. I'm going to Sephora. I'm buying this $50 face serum, this $50 face cream, this $50, $40, $35 foundation. I'm doing it. I'm saving my money. I saved my money. I'm able to afford it. I'm going to buy it. And if you like the product, it makes you feel even better because you like the product and it's worth the money. Alright you guys, so we're going to jump right into this tutorial. I literally have pretty much all of my makeup stuff in my makeup bag because I just got back from Atlanta last night. So I haven't even unpacked anything. I'm just going to go ahead and jump into this get ready with me. It's not going to be like a super long get ready with me. It's not going to be nothing crazy. It's going to be just me getting ready for a regular day. Got to go run some errands. So I'm going to be showing you guys what I would do if I just feel like, you know, beating my face to go run some errands. Majority of the time when I run my errands, I go just like this. So, of course, we have to start off with priming the face. These steps that I'm going to be using, you have already seen on my channel. Some things I might have switched up for this tutorial, but nothing major. I am going to be going in with 3 primers, and these primers just have my makeup lasting throughout the whole day, has my skin looking super glowy, and I really just like primers that make my foundation last while still looking glowy. So the first one I'm going to be going in with is the Origins Original Skin Pore Perfecting Cooler Primer. You guys know this is my favorite primer. It's a mess. It looks disgusting. Then I'm going to be going in with my Mercier foundation primer, which is a radiance primer. It really just gives me that nice glow. And then last, I take this Bobbi Brown mattifying primer. You can go in with any mattifying primer, but I really just take this on my smile lines and areas where I tend to get oily, like right here on my cheeks and my forehead and my nose. So let's jump right into priming the face. Alright, so my primers are now on. Next, I'm going to be going in with the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. And I recently just repurchased this, and I love this stuff. It is worth the money. So I like to just shake it up a little bit and then go ahead and spray it all over my face. I like to go ahead and put that on after my primers, before my foundation, because I really just want that nice, luminous, glowy look. For today's foundation, I'm going to be going in with the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I have been loving this foundation lately. I am in the shade Tahoe, and it lasts for a normal day if you are out and you have things to do or you're going somewhere. I have some little dark spots around my face. Well, this is actually like a pimple, but yeah, I have some dark spots around my face, and it really covers them bad boys up. Alright, so the foundation is on, and you guys just see how good it makes my skin look. Now on camera, it may seem a little orange or a little too dark, but I promise you, after everything that I apply to my face, like my concealer and whatever else, it all comes together and it literally looks like my perfect shade. So for concealer, I have been going in with 3 concealers lately, and I've been going in with the Tarte Shape Tape first in the shade Tan Sand. And I literally only take it right under my eyes, just like that. and then I'm done with this concealer. Then I like to go in with the Tarte Creaseless Concealer, and this is in the shade Medium Golden. And I like to take this concealer and I just apply this a bit more on my under eye area. I'm kind of just using this for coverage and for that nice healthy glow of an under eye. And after I go in with this one, I go in with the NARS Radiant Concelear in the shade Marron Glace 2.8. But first I let these concealers sit on my face for about 60 seconds just so it can give me more coverage, and then I go in with the NARS concealer. Alright, so now that these concealers are blended in, I am going to now go in with the NARS concealer. And this is what's really going to give me my highlight under my eye. And I am running out. I need to re-up. Now my concealing is done. I'm going to just be taking some regular wipes, and just need one. And I always do this with my makeup. I like to have a makeup wipe out just because I like to go ahead and get the foundation, concealer, whatever built up is on my eyebrow, because it kind of takes away from the color. And I just like to go ahead and take all the product off. And also I like to have this because I normally put like foundation and stuff on the back of my hand, so it kind of just sits on there, and I want to make sure that's wiped. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. Today I'm going to be using what I use all the time, is this Ebony Brow Wiz from Anastasiabeverlyhills. So first I like to go ahead and just brush my brow hair and get that shape going. And then to conceal my brows, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Golden Beige. You can use whatever concealer you like. I just happen to like this color to prime my lids with, so I might as well just clean up my brows with this. So I just take a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'm just going to go ahead and sculpt out these bad boys. Alright, so my brows are now done. So now I need to go ahead and prime my lids, and I'm taking the same Too Faced concealer and just putting a little bit on the lids. And I am taking this e.l.f. concealer brush to blend it in. Alright, so now I need to go ahead and cream contour, and I am taking this Maybelline Maybelline Super Stay Multi-Use Foundation Stick, and this is in the shade Mocha 360. And I'm just taking it right above my forehead, cheekbones. So now that the cream contour is on, I'm going back in with my NARS Radiant Concealer just so I can brighten my under eye just a little bit more, because sometimes the cream contour can kind of take away from the highlight. So now to set my face, I'm going to be taking the Hourglass Feel Translucent Setting Powder. I have heard amazing things about it, so I've kind of made a mess, but my lighting is kind of bright, but this is what it looks like on the inside. The color is like a banana powder kind of color, so hopefully I like it. And I'm just going to be taking my Morphe sponge to go ahead and press the powder onto my skin. But I do want to make sure that there are no creasing. I'm a little nervous because I don't really like to go in with different setting powders besides my banana powder, but we gonna see how this bad boy works. And then I'm just going to be taking the brush that I went ahead and applied the concealer onto my lids with to go ahead and get all of that creasing out. And then I'm taking the sponge to go ahead and set the lids. Now I'm taking the sponge and really just pressing the powder into my skin. And then I'm going to be taking this brush from Crown to go ahead and blend this powder into my skin so there's no harsh lines. And this just really helps with giving me that flawless look as well. This powder definitely is more on the luminous side for sure. It gives me it gives me like the look of my Revolution powder, the banana powder. Banana Makeup Revolution 1 is definitely more of a matte powder, and this one isn't giving me that super matte look, which I'm actually liking, because if you really want to go for that really glowy look, this is definitely a good powder. Like, my skin looks super smooth. From other people I've seen on YouTube using this powder, they said that's what it makes your skin look like, and they weren't lying. So now for powder contour, I'm going in with this NARS powder contour, and this is in the shade Laguna. And this is the NARS like travel size one with the blush, but I just used the contour side. Ways to get more money, so don't be tripping whenever you see me throw money. It's just a little bit of show money. But if you want me to get it wet in other ways, then I'ma have to beat it up. But first I'ma play with your girl. Touch your ears and your neck and play with your pearls. Then I'll reach up in your pants and play with your pearl. When I lay it down, you ain't gotta be frontin' and faking on me, baby, cause I know it'll take the right touch. I ain't stopping. And so now I'm going in with the Milani Baked Bronzer, and I really just like to, oh, I got powder all over my robe. I like to really just take this shade because of it being so bronzy and like orange, and it really just brings all the colors and that nice bronze look I like to go for on a daily basis. Actually, every time I put on makeup, I like to go for that type of bronze look. And it like has a glow to it. And then for blush, I'm going in with the Note blush in the shade 5 Desert Rose. And I literally only take a little bit of this. Like, I barely tap my brush onto there because it's super pigmented. Alright, the blush is on. I'm going to be taking this makeup wipe I've been using and go ahead and wipe the foundation off my lids because these things are feeling crusty. Now that the blush and all of my powders and everything are on, I'm going to go back in with the Hourglass translucent powder to go ahead and clean up any contour mess up and just get those cheekbones to be looking on point. And I literally only like to take a little bit of powder. I don't know how the beauty gurus do it where they take a whole slab of powder, because I don't like for it to like look super white under there, just because this part is the part you want to like match your neck, and you don't want it to be looking like your head is floating. And just take this brush to go ahead and wipe the powder away, and I like to press it in too because this area of my face I didn't set, so this is when this powder comes in perfectly, because then I set that part of my face. And then I like to go back in with the bronzer brush I use to make sure that you really don't see that harsh line. Boop. So now I'm going to be going in with the Hangover 3-in-1 Replenish Primer and Setting Spray from Too Faced. You have seen this on my channel a good couple of times. Since this is more of like my everyday routine, I am not doing anything really to the eyes, so I'm just going to be taking bronzer, and I am using the Luminous face powder in the shade Deep from Girl Lactic, and this is what the color looks like. And I have been using this to just give my lids a little bit of color. Literally, this is all I've been doing to my eyes for the last couple of days of wearing makeup. This is what I have been putting on my lids in my most recent pictures that have been uploaded on my Instagram. What is that? Needs to go. So yes, super easy. You guys know that's what I like, so please don't be saying Can you do a little more? And then I just take the same brush and smoke out my bottom lash line. So now we can hop on to lashes, and for mascara I'm going to be going in with the Hourglass mascara, and then for lashes I will then go in with my Mykonos lashes from Lilly Lashes. Okay, my lashes are now on, so I'm going to take my Hangover 3-in-1 spray again to go ahead and kind of set everything together, but also kind of just wet my face up a little bit before my highlight. And then for today's highlight, I'm going in with one of my all-time favorite highlighters, and this is the Laura Geller highlight in Gilded Honey. And I always like to spray my brush too, just because you really want the highlight to go on, and you really just want the highlight to go onto your skin and really just seep into your skin. You don't want any like cast or shadow on like of the highlight kind of just sitting on your face. And since it's daytime, I don't want to put too much highlight, but you know, just enough. This might be too much for some of you guys, but I promise at nighttime, like when I go out, I go in on the highlight. And I just like to focus it on some of these areas like my forehead, my chin, just because I really want that glowing look. So I've lost like all my lip liners, like all my brown ones, because I use them the most, and I always lose them, and I always have to reorder and go out and purchase these lip liners. It just makes me so mad, and it's like always just the lip liners. I'm going to hop off camera and go do this hair so I can look a little decent for you guys, and I'll be right back. Guys, so this is the final look. I am just loving how it came out, looking super glowy with a little color to the lip. Even though it's nude, it's still a little color, so it brings the look really together. So yeah, that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to leave me some comments because you guys know I reply. But that is it. I will see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye.